May I ask you, if you had parents like me, did your parents tell you things like they told me, such as, you got to work hard to get ahead? You gotta, money doesn't grow on trees. Anybody hear that one? How about, yeah, money doesn't grow on trees, harder. Oh, if it's too good to be true, it probably is. Well, I hate to tell you this. Maybe you already know this, but that is all BS. And I've proven it in my real estate career that and it's my passion to teach other people how they can leverage real estate, leverage money, leverage their time, spend more time on vacation. Be with your kids when they're growing up. You only get one chance at it, right? That's my passion. I'm passionate about showing you how to do it. I'm going to share with you a really cool program I call a Dream Home Program that you can use the Real Deal Finder to help other people get into the dream of home ownership. Okay, so I'm going to do that now. Okay, so let me jump right into this thing. Imagine, let me back up a moment. We all know that real estate moves in cycles, right? You know what? I need to show you a different slide right now. Real estate moves in cycles, right? It goes up, it goes down. I can tell you, I owned property from 94 to 2001 and it barely moved at all in value. In fact, it went down. Bunch of property I owned up in Prince George, for example, went down in that period because I hit 23% vacancy rates on property and 23% unemployment rates in Prince George through the late 90s. It was horrible. Good thing my property cash flowed because I didn't break my rule. Property always has to be positive cash flow. Anyway, then from 2001 to 2004, in 3 years, my property almost doubled in value. Prince George, Lower Mainland of Vancouver, Fraser Valley, almost doubled. Real estate moves in cycles. Imagine if you could have the foresight to pick what cities in Canada are poised for rapid cap appreciation growth. And you could own in those cities without a property management hassle, without any hassles whatsoever. Having partners that lived in and co-owned the home together with you. And okay, so that's what I'm going to show you how to do. This chart here demonstrates very well the cycle of a growth in a given city. I got it from Don Campbell of Rain Group. I got it from his site or something like that. Thank you very much, Don. Follow Don Campbell. His research is brilliant. He's a brilliant, high integrity man, and I totally support Don. He's awesome. So thanks, Don. Okay, so here's what you're looking at. Imagine if you can research like Don Campbell so brilliantly does, and find the cities in Canada that are poised for capital growth, rapid capital growth, and you could buy there. That's a brilliant strategy. Okay, here's what happened. Here's the cycle. So first you get growth in a city. So gross domestic product growth. Businesses are growing. That causes businesses to need employees. So you get job growth. That lag is about 12 months from GDP growth. Then you get population growth because employers are hiring, so employees are moving to town to fill the positions. That's happening in Calgary, Edmonton, Fort Mac, all over the Maritimes. Moncton, New Brunswick is the best place to invest in Canada right now. I'm going to tell you why in a moment. Population growth it causes increased rental demand. Then that causes decreased vacancies. That causes rents to go up. That's about an 18-month lag. Then you get property purchase demand, more buyers for property. That's the last step. When you see sales inventory, or you say, sorry, MLS inventory shrinking and shrinking, that's the last step before you get a spike and increase in prices. That's what happened to me. 2000, maybe it happened to you. 2001, it kind of really kicked in right up to April 2008 when the market peaked. So my point is, if you could find the best places to invest in Canada and buy there, that is a brilliant strategy. That's what you can do, coupled with the Real Deal Finder, brilliantly. Combined with my Dream Home program, which is a total win-win-win situation. Let me get into that now. Okay. So let me back up a moment. According to a huge research study done in Canada, 3 years, looking at macroeconomics in regions and cities, job growth, population growth, and affordability, that's huge. They pegged Moncton, New Brunswick as, this is the Money Sense research study for 3 years I'm talking about, Money Sense magazine. They pegged Moncton, New Brunswick as the best place to invest in Canada. It takes 2 years, or two, is that right? 2 years of the average household income up to buy an average home in Moncton, New Brunswick. Guess what the number is for Vancouver, BC? 12. Takes 12 years of the average household income to buy an average home in Vancouver. Affordability is horrible. I wouldn't touch Vancouver with a 10-foot pole. It's poised for a correction, a continued correction, in my opinion. So Moncton, New Brunswick is an awesome place to invest. If you invest there, you're probably going to be right in here in the cycle. Real estate moves typically in 7-year cycles, but that does depend and that does vary. But if you can pick the city, what I'm saying is you can fast track your investment success in real estate. Now, what I'm going to show you getting to the Real Deal Finder. Here's what I'm doing, and you can join me with the Real Deal Finder. Go to Edmonton, go to Calgary, go to Moncton, New Brunswick, go to any city that is poised for growth. Place a Craigslist ad. And we won't get into ad copy right now, but basically you're looking for buyers that can qualify for mortgages, but you know what? They typically have got a couple of kids, 2-3 kids, and they just can't seem to save to make ends meet. They've not been able to save for the last 5 or 10 years, so they're probably not going to be able to save for the next 5 or maybe even 10 years, or at least till the kids go off to college, and then if they're paying for college. Anyway, you know how it goes. It's just hard to get ahead if you got a JOB and you're living the regular life, right? Like most everybody is. So here's an opportunity. Use the Real Deal Finder. Find smoking deals in that city. Let's say we're talking about Calgary, okay, or Moncton, whatever. Find deals that are greater than a 10% discount off of fair market value. Maybe it's a 15% discount off of fair market value. Let's go with that example. Then use a Deal Finder, Real Deal Finder, to find those properties. Then you find, like I say, with Craigslist, you find these buyers that want the dream of home ownership. Of course they do. And you lend them your profits in the flip in between. You lend them your profits as the down payment so that they can buy the property. Then what you do is, since you lent them the down payment, what I do is don't charge them interest. So it's an interest-free loan. Instead, become a 50-50 JV with them on the ownership of the property. So now they're going to live in the property, they own the property, they're going to take care of it because it's their home, right? And my contract doesn't stipulate any hold time, so they can own it for 5 years, 10 years, 7 years, however long, because it's their home. It's not fair to dictate when they should sell their home. So I let them own it as long as they want to own it. But the thing is, when they sell the home, I get 50% of the profits. They get 50% of the profits. They're ahead because, you know what, they wouldn't have been able to buy a home for years and years and years. The best way to predict your next future years, let's say you're 5 years in the future, the best way for anybody is to look 5 years in the past. So if they haven't been able to save a DP to buy a home, most likely in the next 5 to 10 they wouldn't either. So they got into the market. We know the city is poised for growth, so it's sure going to grow and appreciate in the future. So they get 50% of a property value, let's call it $150,000 value, that they otherwise wouldn't get, and I get a 50%, or you, if you're in the equation, you get a 50% of the profits. And the beauty is, you didn't have any tenants, you didn't have to qualify for a mortgage, you have no hassles. You could literally be, in the last slide I showed you, on a hammock on a beach somewhere, enjoying life, enjoying your family, doing things in your community, giving back. So that's that. I hope you're excited about that. I'll be having more on that opportunity in the future. Right now, I'm just educating you and showing you, opening your eyes as to the realm of possibilities. There's literally endless possibilities to make money in real estate out there. Okay, hope you enjoyed this presentation. Hope you're excited. This concludes Real Deal Finder 1.0 and the Dream Home program. Take care.